I'm Jake Burkett from Graylin Games, and I'm streaming Regency Solitaire, which we released last week. I'm going to continue playing from yesterday. We got to the end of chapter 4, debating whether I should do the voices or not. I'm just going to call up the chat window on the other screen. Got everything ready. Chat window on the other screen. Need to mute myself. It's all these things the pros know how to do. Okay, great. Let's go then. So we did the first 4 chapters, and I didn't get perfects on every hand, but that's because I'm just sort of trying to progress through and show you the game rather than agonizing over a perfect score, though absolutely I encourage you to get a perfect score as a player. So let's go on to None Such Hall. Here we go. I'm playing in normal mode, by the way, because hard mode does have hard goals, but I don't want to accidentally fail to meet them in this playthrough. So I don't know if I'm going to do the voices here, but basically we've got Bella popping up, admiring the breathtaking gardens at None Such Hall, and you know, Mrs. Smythe, not Smith, she's got an E on the end, so she's posh. It's Mrs. Smythe. She basically isn't sort of the aristocracy, but her husband has made a lot of money in industry, which we discover later on. And so what she's really trying to do is sort of get her daughters married off to someone of you know, social standing. Oh yeah, let's talk about a pagoda, and we can actually see there's 2. And Bella might want one of those in her garden. Bit of pagoda envy. So yeah, she introduces her daughters, and they are basically trying to sort of see whether Bella's husband's brother-in-law is around, because you know, he's a dashing young man and they might want to marry him, but little do they know what he's been up to with the maid. That all comes out later. Okay, so I'm just going to progress with the game. Let's take a further turn about the gardens. There is much to see. So we've got this lovely lake in the background with these trees. Find a peony. I can never quite say that right. Is that how you say it? I kept saying peony, like find a pony, but it's a peony. It's a type of flower. Obtain a multiplier of 1.5. Okay, well, we've got 4 power-ups now, and this one is a new one. This one allows me to make a wild card out of any card on the board. I'm going to show you how that works actually. So let's go from this 8, we can go 7, 6, and I'm going to actually use this to make a wild card of one of the 3s, which I can then pick up. And now I can plonk the 3 down, and I can continue the run. So I can go 4, back to 3, or up to 5. I was going to go up to 5, but to be honest, that 3 looks like a good one to remove. And that's it. But I could. What about this? If I put the Joker down, we could go 9, 10. Hope for something to continue. Yes, we've got a Jack, so we can go Jack, Queen, King, and that's the end of that run now. Unless we could take a risk, blast off 2 cards with the Poseidon Trident. I'm just going to check the goals actually, because multiply 1.5. Yeah, that means we need a combo of 9. I might have done it already. Yeah, 1.5. This purple number tells us, or pink number tells us what it would be. But I'm going to try to push the combo higher. What's the other goal again? Oh, find a peony. Yeah, okay. That didn't help us. So combo ends at 9, but we've got the chapter goal. Because it's normal mode, they're optional, not hard. Let me see, we can go 3, one of these 2s. This one looks okay, that's all. 9, 10, Jack. Yeah. 8, 7. Can't do anything else. We certainly can remove that Jack. Okay, do we have a choice here? We can go down to the 5 or up to the 7. Well, when there's 2 cards like this, I always prefer to remove, you know, one of them. And in fact, that's going to create a small run later on. Jack's no use to us now. Okay, so we've got the 7, 8, like I said, created a small run. It's over though. We've got shuffle nearly charged, not quite yet. 6, 5, 4, no threes. There's a run here with aces and twos. We just need something in this range. Good, good. Okay, so do we go ace 2? Yes, look at this. Ace 2, ace, king, ace. So now we've only got this 4 to clear off. It's not really worth shuffling that. I mean, it could change for a decent number from the stockpile, but let's just save the shuffle for another day. I'm confident. Oh, yep, I nearly missed it. Oh, thank goodness I programmed an undo button. Okay. Okay, good. I see that Klifsky's joined the chat. It says Regency for the win. I've got a little thing, maybe it's a moderator thing that says first time chat, probably so I can find out if he's a, you know, a spammer about to pop up to try and sell me his game. Okay, I've got a T here, which is, you know, fuels the greatest minds of the nation. Although this is a decaf, so it might not do much. Okay, we've got a load of butterflies, which need to be played twice to remove them. A load of regal cards. These are sort of annoying in that you have to play them twice, but if you get the right sort of combination like the ace and 2, you can actually sort of bounce back and forth between them and build up a combo. Like, okay, so here we go, right? So I could do the queen, but I'm going to go ace 2, ace 2. So that was kind of okay, not the biggest combo. We could shuffle now, maybe, and no, we just keep playing. Nothing at the moment. Maybe that was a bad idea. We haven't locked any of the regal locks. You know what? I should have shuffled and just saw if I brought some more royalty to the top. Oh, missed a card. That's easy to do. I think my microphone's in the way. Let's put it over there. Okay, now we're talking king, queen, and then a jack, I guess. Yeah, and then let's go for the 10. So we want this 10, jack, 10. That's probably it for this run. This could be a good time for a shuffle. Oh, it was useless. Never mind. Combo of, what was that? 7. Not enough for the 1.5 notice, so I was lucky I got that on the first hand. It's not a particularly challenging goal. I mean, it's early in the game. We didn't want to punish players too much. If anyone watching has any questions about the game, please ask away and I'll do my best. We're in this funny post-launch period where the game launched on Thursday last week. We've done loads of marketing and responding, and I even pushed out a patch on Saturday, and we haven't really relaxed properly. And today I've still got more work to do on the game. It's not over just because it's launched, but I've sort of failed. I bounced between a whole bunch of sort of marketing tasks and checking numbers and chatting to friends and all that kind of stuff. It was semi-relaxing, I guess. But it wasn't really work, and now I guess I'm in the mood for this. This is what I need to do to relax, is some Regency Solitaire 2. Okay, what can we do? Nothing. This isn't going well, actually. This hand is going poorly. I think it was at the beginning I got a bit sort of punished, and now it's come back to roost. So we can do Queen, Jack, 10, 9. That's okay. If only this was charged. I could waste a mallet thing on this, but I mean, it's kind of a waste now. I'm going to save it and take the no stars, the pain. Helen's in the chat saying use the mallet, but I'm not trying to get perfect. So I'm just trying to do okay and meet these chapter goals. Right, so there's nothing playable immediately. We've got 2 shears to unlock these piles of cards. I actually got, I'll show you something in a minute actually. Let's make some progress. King, yeah, that was good. Like that. Okay, I could mallet away this jack just to get the royal cards down, but let's just see if we can find buying the right card. And we've got a king. Maybe this is a good time actually to blast some cards off. There's a high chance it will blast the 10 and the jack. So, and it didn't blast either. Okay. What have we got now? Ace. Okay, so we can do king, queen, jack. Good. So I got a support request the other day, and somebody said when they picked up the shears, they couldn't unlock any of the Ivy cards. And I talked to them about it a bit, and I figured out they must have been doing this, clicking those two. And look, you have to click the top one. So for some reason they missed it. Maybe it was in their peripheral vision or something. But it's amazing how sometimes, you know, people report things that you think are bugs, and you dig into it, and they're not a bug. Okay. Or they tell you one thing that sounds like a bug, and then it's something else. Like somebody told me this item wasn't unlocking after they bought it in the shop, and actually it was a bug with the tooltip, which showed, you know, it acted as if you'd purchased it instead of saying keep playing to unlock, and I fixed the tooltip, and that's what the problem was. So it wasn't what they said at all. These are the kind of things that you have to get to the bottom of, Sherlock-like. Okay, this could be good. We've got to sort of figure out the best sequence. If I go to 9, it's going to end, so I've clearly got to go to a 7. This one might reveal something in a minute, so we can do, yeah, okay, we can do 6, 7, 6, 5. Yeah, we can't go back up, so 4. Maybe I shouldn't have done that 4. Let's just do that one just to clear the couple of 9s. Anything else? I could mallet off that 8. Yeah, somebody said that's their favourite power up. I do quite like it, even though this one's very powerful. It's quite satisfying to whack a card off of the playfield like that. 9, 10, 9. We don't need much here, just a queen. Well, that's a lot different from the last hand where I got no stars. Look at it. Okay, still haven't found the peony, but I don't think we will have to wait long. So we can go 6, oops, 5, 6, 5. Fine. Nothing. Okay, ooh, right, so I'm going to try to release this jack a bit because it's got a butterfly on it. Can't really do much. We're just making headway into this big pile. 4, 5, okay. 9, yeah, we're just clearing butterflies, not making progress. The most dangerous thing in this game in terms of, you know, you're not completing a level is when you've got what I call a deep stack. So if you've got a stack of 5 or more cards, like this has got 1, 2, 3, 4, but if there's a butterfly on it, it really means it's 5. 5 isn't too bad. I mean, later in the game they get deeper. But we never try to make them preposterous because it's just sort of annoying if you've got one stack left and you're flicking through the cards. That's kind of why you've got power-ups actually. It takes away that sort of just pure randomness and gives you some abilities to work with to clear things off. Okay. Right, we've got a little run here. So look at all those jacks. These two both reveal 2 cards, so I'm going to go with this one. You know what? I'm going to cheat, put it back with the undo and get that one. Still no good. I could look under this one, but maybe I'll stick with my choices. Oh, I could make a wild card, but it's not going to help me out, so got one anyway. Okay. This isn't going well. This is another case of a bad hand. Alright, let's get rid of this jack finally. Ha! Look at that. That one I could have done some cool stuff with earlier. The ace, is that any good? Not really. Let's shuffle. We're getting dangerously low on stock with only 4. Oh, nice. Okay, that was helpful. We really need a 3 or something. Or, in fact, watch. I'm going to turn this into a wild card, which now reveals 2 more cards. Great, we've got a little run. I can use either the 4 or the ace to go through those. I mean, the ace seems kind of natural, right? Because I can go 2, 3, 4. Let's do the 5. Yeah, we've already got this we can use to clear that in a minute. But what do we need now? We need a sort of 9 or something? Or yeah. Ooh, 2 cards left. Another 9, perfect. What have we got? A 3. Alright, wildcard time. I want those perfects. 4 in a row. Right, so we've got some ivies, and there's the fabled peony, which you get to add to your garden, and it really does make quite a big difference. It's not just one plant, you're going to add a massive peony bush to the game. So shears, we'll use that on the top one. I can do this 4, nearly missed that one. King, queen, jack. This queen, there's not really much in it. 2, no good to anyone. 9, 8. T, do we want to charge something up? You know what, that would be quite good now, because the shuffle's good and the sundial is good, so let's go for it. Sundial, right. I'm going to definitely save that though for some kind of combo situation later on. Joker, good, I'm saving that. Okay, another joker, fine. What do I want? 4, that helps out. We've got a little run here of royals if we get the right card. Yes. And the shears, I should have used them sooner. Sometimes it's tempting to keep going with the run you've got, but as soon as you reveal something, you should use it if possible, because it might reveal something else. I mean, I could use that 6, but it's hardly worth it. Let's keep going. Still nothing. Oh, this is burning through the stock a bit alarmingly, and we haven't got the peony. 10 cards left. Maybe I will blast a few off. There we go. You found a peony. How exotic it was at the time. These blooms from the Orient are a favourite of the Prince Regent, which is of course what the game is named after. For those who aren't in the know, the Regency period was first, then it's the Victorian period, then it's the Edwardian period. So sometimes people get them a bit mixed up, but that's the order of things. Yeah, shall I use this 6? No, let's keep going. 5, 7. Come on. Ooh. Ooh, the pain. Right, okay, well, I could use this to collect a wild card, like a jack. That could be good, actually. Let's do that. And then we can use the 4 to clear the 5. Skills. Good, both goals complete. Now we can just chill out and play the rest of the hand. Take a turn about the gardens. So we've got some seedlings here. Let's see, queen, king, ace, that's fine. We've got this jack wild card stored up for later. Okay, we'll get rid of the 3 or the 5. I think it's going to have to be one of the 5s. Okay, watering can. 6, back down to the 5. That's kind of it for now. That's all right. Okay, 9, 8. Yep. I wonder where the other watering can is. Very occasionally I can remember where we put them when we design the levels, but most of the time I can't, and it's like playing someone else's game. It's kind of cool. One of the important things if you're a game dev is hopefully you enjoy your own game, and you know, it was good fun testing this, and it's actually quite nice to play, you know, the final thing rather than testing some feature that I've added. Oops. Okay. Got that one. Sometimes I watch players play, and when they're thinking, they sort of go like this and they just click all the cards. Not quite sure why. It's almost like you want it to progress, you want the sequence to progress, and it's not, and you've got to now pick another card or think. but this sort of maybe stimulates some part of people's brains. Interesting. Maybe I need to make them make a little note and you can play a tune. I'm going off on one here. 7, 8. Okay. Right, got that one. Ooh, that's not a good move actually. That was the better card to remove. And then we made a bit of progress. Okay. Can we remove these with 7 cards left? We've got a whole load of stuff in reserve, so I'm tempted for a shuffle, but you know I haven't got a combo going, so it's kind of pointless. I tend to only use the power-ups if I've got a combo going or it's the end of a round and I need to clean up. Like now. So mallet time. So I had to do all this code which isn't obvious, like when you hit something off with a power-up and it's the last card, the game has to check that. It won't automatically, you know, progress otherwise. Because it's not the same as clicking a card to remove it. Klifsky 2 says, we've got 2 chapters to go. Very good. They've got to the hat shop and the kitchen. Yeah, the kitchen is chapter 16. I've got them burned into my brain. You've got the 2 hardest chapters to go then. You've got 17, which is... what's 17? It's not giving too much away. Oh, the deer park. Sort of a nice pretty location. And then 18, if you play your cards right, is the party. And it's got a cool couple of little Easter eggs in the party from the original game. So see if you can get that far. I think with our games, what we find... Oh, yeah, I'm going to charge one up. Oh, it was that. And that was all nearly charged already. That's the luck of the draw. Yeah, what we find with our games is... Oh, hang on a minute. I'm going to do... which 7? That one, I guess. Because it reveals 2. Yeah, I think we want 7, 8, 9 again. No 10s. That's a shame. Combo 12. Right. Let's use a joker now. This is a good time. I wanted to do... We've still got a couple of 7s and 8s, these 4s and 5s, but I was going to move up to the royals. We've got quite a lot of them. So I think we can go Jack, Queen, Jack, Queen. What's the combo now? 16. Not bad. If we plonk a 4 down, we can do 5. This is the best 4 to remove. Yeah, didn't get as much really, did it? 4, 5, 4. Good time for a shuffle. Combo 20. Look at that. Yep, continue the run. So 3, 2, ace. Do you want this 2? Or the king, queen? I think king, queen. King, queen. Ah, shame I had a butterfly. Jack. 10, 9, 10. I think that's the best we can do there. So I could use this Jack wildcard to get rid of the queen for what it's worth. Or a joker to do 6 or 7, 6, 7 maybe. Could blast a couple of cards off. No, I'm going to use the joker. In fact, you know what? This combo is massive. It's 30. So I'm finally going to do 7, 6, 7. And that's it. That's the best I can do. 33. Now in hard mode, you have to get a combo of 35 on the final chapter. So it's pretty hard. This is going to give us a giant multiplier. And that's actually my best combo since testing this game, I think. Without cheat keys, because when I test it, I've got cheat keys to allow me to get a 5 times combo. When you get 4, it just automatically goes up to 5. So yeah, I don't need to do much to beat this hand, but I've burned through all my wild cards, which isn't always the best strategy. There we go. What was I saying earlier? Oh yeah, we do find that a lot of people do complete our games like this because they're easy enough to keep going. They've definitely got that one more go feel, and people follow along with the story and beat them, and that's it. And we can see that on the Steam stats for the game. You've got a sort of median time played, and you normally get a game sort of ramps off at the beginning, and then there's a huge spike at the end where people play it multiple times often, which is really nice. Especially as the old one came out 9 years ago. They've had 9 years to keep playing it. Okay, that's no good. Really? Okay, yeah, okay, good points. Good point game. Nothing else. We need some watering cans, so could blast off a few, but I'm not really in trouble yet. We've got a 7 wild card. It's not exactly the best wild card. Yeah, 5. Oh, great. Choice of seed. Okay. 5, 4 could go back up to 5. I'm tempted to. This 3 could reveal something that continues a run, but if I get rid of this 3, it will leave the 6 and the 5 ready for a potential future run. So, in fact, I could put this down now, couldn't I? Yeah, that turned out okay. By luck, partly. No shuffle. Could blast some cards off. It's not really worth it. I think we're good. As you progress in the game, the levels will get harder and you will be tested, so that you have to sort of use all of your power-ups. Oh, someone's popped up to say they love the game. Beloja, is that how you say your name? Thank you very much. And Klifsky has said, game is awesome. We're playing every hand to get perfect scores to make it last longer. Good. I approve. Let's keep going. What do we need now? 9, 10, that's fine. Yeah, you don't have to get perfect on every hand to be clear, but a lot of people enjoy that. And this game isn't going to punish you and make you play a hand, 20 times or something. I think worst case you'll have to try something, 3 times maximum probably. Because normally the cards fall in your favour, and also when you replay you build up wild cards and power-ups, so you can just use them on a good run to help push you through to the end. We've got 8 cards left. Now we've got 6 on the board. Bit of a challenge. Can we do it? It's a bit of a worry when you get 2 of the same card like this. Okay, which one? We could cheat a bit. Undo, right, so there's nothing useful under there. 4. And a king, see? And that's how you can use undo to cheat. Not cheat, get a strategic advantage, I prefer to call it. So we've got 2 left. Mallet will only let us remove 1 until later on when it's powered up. But this Poseidon, of course, will come to the rescue. Thank you, Poseidon. Helen is asking if Klifsky's playing the game on hard or normal. Okay, let's go. Queen. We need to remove these as fast as possible, so it's good we started with a royal. Oh, okay, this one unlocks before that one. We could use this jack now, just to get rid of a queen, just to push this down a bit more. Oh, okay, T. Let's hope it doesn't charge the shuffle up. It charges shuffle up. Okay, well, a T is still good, 8, 7, yeah. What do we want? Go 8, 9 or 6, 5? I'm going to go 8, 9. Didn't really help. We could go for a shuffle. Mind you, we've still got a run there, and we've got a royal we need to clear. So I could actually hammer that royal off. Boom. That's unlocked the regal lock, and we've got a 9. So that's valid. Okay, 4, 3, 2 or 5, 6. I'm going to go with 3, 2 because there's a couple of 2s. Okay, our first shears. Doesn't really matter which one we unlock. No progress. That's the other one clear. 3, 2. Okay, there's a question there. Have one question. No questions are stupid, by the way. I tend to either 3 stars or none at all when you don't make it. What would trigger only getting 1 or 2? Aha! Yes, it is, as Helen says, to do with how many cards are left. Perfect is if you clear everything. If you have 1 card left, it's great. 2 cards left is good. 3 or more cards left is no stars. So yeah, hopefully that answers that one. 5, 6, good, no shears. Let's go for, I don't think Helen's swearing in the chat. She's trying to write down 3 stars. If you'd written 4 stars, then I'd have, you know, had to get worried there. What now? Okay, 10 jack, 10 jack. Oh, I was clicking the wrong cards. We could shuffle and so on, but I'm not sure we need to yet. I haven't used the wild card power up yet for a while. That one's particularly powerful actually. It takes a bit longer to charge than the other ones. I've had to balance them all, test how long they all take to charge, and we run simulations on the game which sort of run the game each level through, you know, 1,000 times if need be, to check the difficulty with an algorithm. And we found that algorithm is actually really quite close to what players can do. This is terrible run. Should I just waste one of these to collect this? Yeah. Maybe. There's no point shuffling unless we get something out from there. I think I've talked my way into no stars. Never mind. Let's continue. So yeah, that was a no star round. Okay. What have we got here? 8, 7, 6. There's a good run here, I can see. So we could go back to the 8, but you know, obviously we've got these 5s to mess around with. And 4, 5, 4. Jack isn't much use to us. Combo 6. Let's go for a shuffle. I'm feeling lucky. Oh, well, there we go. That's the sort of thing. Cognitive bias means I forget that, and I only remember next time I'm lucky. Unless I guess I'm a half glass full type person. I could have used that, but it was hardly worth it. Okay. I meant half glass empty, I think, yeah. Yeah, that's any option. 7, 8, 7. Wow, we're down to 2 cards. This would be a great time for a power up to smash off one of these, because these are really blocking the other cards. Yeah, okay, good. But it's still, that one is still blocking everything. This might be a loss situation. Ooh, unless I can actually clear this card. Finally. But we've still got a lot to do with only 8 stock cards. 2 10s. Right, okay, I'm going to use the jack. And the T. Shuffle. Do we want to shuffle? I mean, why not? Oh, the 10 came back. That's okay. We sort of made a bit of progress, but do I want to blast these 2 off? Yeah. Closer to the end. 9. Oh, no, that was bad. That was bad. Used my undo. 10. These are really disparate cards. They're not in any kind of run. So I don't think we're going to succeed. Oh my god, look at that. The last hand, I can smash off the card. So, another perfect hand with 2 stragglers in there. I'm going to go next, and we've got a bit more story. What you can do is, if you want to go back and get perfects, you can finish the chapter, and then on the map you can just play the chapter again, and it will remember your best perfects on each hand from previously. So you only really need to get perfects on the one you missed, or you know, play the whole chapter again. You keep the money, so it's a sort of nice way to ensure you've got enough cash to buy everything. The ladies seem to be enjoying the gardens immensely, says Henry. This is Mr. Smythe, and we met his wife earlier in the sort of frightful red dress. It's not supposed to look good, it's supposed to look bad, like she hasn't got any taste. Yes, moved heaven and earth and a considerable amount of blunt to create this paradise. Henry's a bit uncomfortable by this, you know. Oh indeed, a fine legacy. I've earned it, I may as well spend it. Broached this subject of his brother, the one with a reputation. That's Horatio, who has been basically causing a scandal by marrying the maid, though they don't know about the maid thing yet, none of these people. Horatio. I have no title, but I have deep pockets. Could one of my daughters catch his eye? Like, you know, can I pay your brother off? He dearly loved his grandchildren to be accepted amongst the lords and ladies. Right, wow. The world is changing, Mr. Smythe, and one might hope that a title alone was not the measure of a man. That is true. It might have taken a while, and in fact, classism is still a thing in the UK. And just because we write these type of stories, it doesn't mean we agree with it. But, you know, we're trying to set a scene, and this is historically kind of accurate. So I certainly raised the topic with my brother, although I'm uncertain whether he's in need of a wife. Yeah, well, we're going to find out soon. Back to the shop. It's not the shop, it's the garden, but Mr. Green, the expert gardener, keeps popping up with suggestions. The Oriental Star is incredibly popular. I understand that the Smythe family has installed a pagoda. You probably don't realise how much we agonised over everything in this game, apart from the UI, the graphics, the sound, the music, the story. Even things like these dialogues, you know, we really planned out the text and what it was going to say and which order the items were introduced in, so that it sort of made an interesting layout, made sense for the gameplay difficulty, like the fact there's 2 Oriental items at once you can buy. Everything's been thought out. It's stuff that's not at all obvious. But if you don't notice it's wrong, then you know it's right, sort of thing. So let's put the pagodas, peonies in. Okay, peonies in bloom are a garden event to look forward to. Turns over 15% of the face down card, so that's useful for planning a strategy. 15%'s not many, but you might get a bit of luck with that. Later on you turn over more, so, and there they are, and they're quite nice. Framing the garden now. A moment's repose in a pagoda is perfect for contemplating the harmony of nature. I love a pagoda, actually. I don't have one. Perhaps if this game sold 50,000 more copies, I could buy a pagoda. Increases the chance of finding a wildcard by 20%. Well, clearly that's essential, even at its price of only $5,995. And we've been down the garden centre, you see, and we sometimes go for a little trip down the garden centre and we look at the sheds and greenhouses and things and just say, well, imagine having a shed this big with like windows, or summer houses, you know, and they're always like $5,995. So that's where that came from. There's the pagoda. So we're off to Bonnie, Scotland now. It doesn't show a lot of Scotland, this game, and in fact I don't think everybody understands what this reference is, but this place is Gretna Green, and it's just across the border, and it's where quite a lot of people used to elope, which is what these two are doing, and get married in Scotland. And one Easter egg is this Smith dude, he's actually the sort of stable hand guy from Shadowhand, and he teaches Shadowhand boxing in that game. And furthermore, this hammer is one of Shadowhand's hammer, so there's a little bit of an Easter egg there. So Horatio's basically saying the Smith needs to strike his anvil and they should be wed. Marietta's still a bit nervous about the whole thing because, you know, she's a maid. He doesn't care, he loves her. They can weather the storm together, how nice. He's getting all romantic. Will you promise to stay at my side? Let's hope he does. Always, they'll have lots of fun. Let the rest of them think what they will. She wants to marry him. He says, now Smith, strike. So they're married, I guess. So we've got to achieve a comma of 10, which is easy enough if you're, you know, as good at this game as I am, and collect 20 stars. So that does mean I've got to take my perfects a bit more seriously. If we do a bit of maths, 3 stars per hand would be 7 perfects. to get 21. So I only really need 6 perfects and a great, but that's quite a lot if I want to achieve that. Beloja, am I saying that right? I'm not sure, and I'm sorry if I'm not. It's saying you love these kind of history things. Yeah, the game is jam-packed full of them, and you can kind of go and research them if you're interested. Let's go for 7 is no good. Oh, by the way, we've got 2 horseshoes, and something we found out when researching this game, because I always assumed a horseshoe, you know, upright like this on the left is lucky, right? I thought, yeah, that's fine, it's a lucky horseshoe or something. And then we found out that other cultures think upside down is lucky, right? Because this way up, I think, collects the luck like a bowl or something, and this way makes it fall out, but people like to be showered in the luck or something. So, you know, different cultures have different things, so you can't kind of assume that your culture is the default, and if you put an upright horseshoe, everybody would understand it. These are the kind of things game designers go off on one, as it were, researching. Let's go with this. Do we go 10 jack? Yeah, we've got regals, so we've got to focus on the royalty. And that's another thing, yeah, this game is all about royalty. Do I support the royalty? Well, I'm interested in them historically. I think they've been pretty interesting, and some of them have been a bit off the rails, off the hook, as the youths say these days. Maybe I can go back here and do a 3-4 actually. But I do definitely find the whole idea of a hierarchical, you know, hereditary bunch of people, you know, with all this wealth, pretty strange. Let's just put it like that. Though at least in the UK, it's not a monarchy anymore, and they don't actually make decisions. Though in some recent years, I've almost wondered if they would step in a little bit and say, "Wait a minute, what on earth are you doing?" But I don't think they can be seen to be doing so. Right, let's see. They have to be really diplomatic. Let's put the Joker down. I'm going to get rid of some of these 8s and 9s. This looks like a good 9 to get rid of. 10 jack or 9? 9? Yeah, this is the one. Ooh! Now I'm going to go 9-8 or finish on a jack. So I'm going to go 9-8. Problem is the jack reveals something, and the 9-8's the end, basically, of this run. I could blast some more cards off if I got rid of this one or that one. It might reveal something. Let's give it a go. Okay. What else have we got? A 7. Okay, good. Right. King. Yeah, I'm not a pro level streamer, obviously. I don't do this very often, so I'm doing my best to sort of talk about what I'm doing and, you know, check the chat and so on, but we haven't got a huge amount of people in the chat, so that's not too stressful. I mean, you see some popular streamers and it's just scrolling by this sort of like wall of noise that they have to interpret, which must be quite something. Plus you're bound to get idiots and so on. It's no wonder you need a sort of moderator. That's not a problem for me at the moment. I think we found with our stream yesterday there weren't really many people on it, which probably because it was the middle of the day and the North America hadn't woken up. But quite a lot of people have watched it afterwards, and also we can put these streams on YouTube as well, so people can have a look there and learn from my cool strategies or what not to do in some cases. Oh, really? Okay, we're out of everything. Let's use the Joker, because don't forget I've got this goal of 20 stars. Yeah, this is great. I'm okay with that. Let's keep going. We'll only worry if we get to, you know, we'll get near the end and we haven't got enough. We've got the combo of 10 already though, so. Below just asked, not streaming on the Steam page now. That's an old one. Yeah, that's an old one. Basically, we have really poor internet here. We're in the countryside in West Dorset and we don't even have fibre. So we've got like 30 down and 6 up. 6 megabits per second, which is low, and we're running this stream on 4 megabits, which is about the most we can do reliably without it sort of breaking up and so on. So what we've done for the Steam page is we recorded a video properly on OBS a while ago with a nice bitrate. We uploaded it to a service called Robo Streamer, and I like anything with the name in Robo in it. So I think Helen found that one. Oh, Jack Queen. Let's do this. Jack Queen Jack. And that automatically streams for us to Steam with no interruptions. Really good quality, and it's doing it now. In fact, you get a certain amount for free, and then you've got to pay like $1 a day, which we're okay with doing during the launch period. We wouldn't leave it running all the time. But it's like an hour-long video of me playing the game, talking about my tips and tricks. I think somebody advised I should be stopping every like 30 seconds and going, you know, wish list the game now, buy the game now. But we weren't sort of clued up to that as a strategy. Let's use this king. Queen. Look at all these kings, all the jacks. Let's do that one. Do I want to use a mallet? There's nothing obvious, so let's just end the combo. Right. What do I need now? King. Yeah, these jacks I see are going to be a bit of a pain. Okay, we've got rid of those two. Something to get rid of the jack, please. I could shuffle them away. I'll only do that if I get desperate. There we go. Oh, okay. Both the jacks are gone. Not a problem. Ooh. I knew the king was there. Sometimes your body clicks before your brain is sort of ready. Oh, okay. Well, here's a good idea. Oh, I thought I could use this, isn't it? No. I'm going to have to accept that T. Let's hope it charges up that one. Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. So we made a bit of progress. Yes, we just looking at the chat here, we did reach 50 reviews. Oh, you left a review. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. You were probably one of the ones that pushed us to 50 the first time then. So there's a question of, does it help with extra push from the Steam side? I don't think so, actually, unless what Steam have actually said is some of the reps have said, if your game is like mostly negative, then it won't get surfaced as much in search results and around Steam. But anything above that, so even sort of like mixed or whatever, doesn't make any difference. They all get treated the same, which in a way is a little bit weird. Maybe it's just to avoid developers gaming the system and paying for reviews. Because our games consistently do review very well, but you know, they won't get treated any better than a mixed game or something. But what I think it really helps with is players seeing it. They see in the top very positive, and elsewhere when they hover on the game around the store. And if you're going to buy a game and it says very positive, and at the moment it's 100% positive, you know, you're going to feel better about buying that game, especially if it looks interesting to you, than one that was mixed or something. I mean, I'm a kind of person where if a game is sort of like mostly positive, but it's some kind of genre that I'm really into, I'll give it a go. But if I was on the fence and wasn't sure about it, you can see why mixed or something might put you off. And a lot of players read the reviews and want to check there's nothing that's going to particularly annoy them about the game. So it's super, super helpful for us and good for us to reach that during the launch week, which is when, you know, we've got most eyeballs on the game, right? So that's very helpful, thank you. And we, you know, all we did was basically we begged our friends, hey, you know, leave a review if you bought the game, and we begged on Twitter, please leave a review, and that's helped. So people have stepped up and sort of done that, and plenty of reviews from just people who bought the game, fans and so on. So perfect. Some people have bought the game on itch.io as well, and actually I really like that store because for a start, most of the sale price goes to the developer, whereas on Steam they take 30%. So that's great. Oh, let's get this one. 2. Do we do the ace? Let's do the 3. So, you know, itch.io, it's also really easy to use for a developer. You can set your page up, upload your game, put it on sale, boom, off you go. You know, it's really nice and easy. They even featured us on the front page, which is, you know, more than Steam's done, obviously. We popped up on new and trending, but getting a proper big feature on Steam is kind of impossible for your average indie. You need to make $500,000, I think, at launch or more, perhaps, to appear up there. And we're not anywhere near that. Yeah. But so I really like itch.io, nice and easy to use. And the best thing is, a lot of people buy on there and leave tips. So you can pay more than the game price, and quite a lot of fans have actually done that for us, and it really means a lot. It's lovely to see that. So what we encourage people to do now at launch is, if you're the type to leave a review, brilliant, please go on Steam, buy it, leave a review. Yes. If you don't feel like leaving a review and you want to make sure we get a bit more money that can go towards literally our life so we get the next game made, then please buy an itch.io instead. So we do have our own website. What do I want here? 7, yeah, we've got 7, 8, 7, 9, yes. So we do have our own website we've had for many years with all of our games on, and this time we've linked the Regency 2 page right through to itch.io, so you can just buy on there. Okay, it's a combo, it's all right. Shall I shuffle? Because there's an 8 and a 9 there we could do with bringing to the top. Yeah, I agree with you. Steam should totally get tipping. The only thing I would say with tipping is, because then you see, I could say go to Steam, tip me, tip us, and leave a review, which is the best of both worlds, right? The only thing I'd say is, if Steam does tipping, they absolutely should not take 30% of that. I think they should take 30% of the sale price of the game, but if a customer wants to tip the developer, I think that's between the developer and the customer. You know, okay, maybe they could argue for 5% their processing fees or whatever, but they get that on the main price of the game. So yeah, if they said, yeah, we're going to allow tipping, and the dev gets all of that money, that would be awesome. You know, I wonder if Epic Game Store, I don't think it lets you do that. Epic Game Store could do it to do something different. Yeah, they probably would charge 30%. Maybe I'll have to try and persuade Tim Sweeney to add this to the Epic Game Store. But you know, meanwhile, itch.io is really great, easy to use. You can tip the devs. We haven't got many cards left, so I'm going to give this a go. When I say cards left, I mean stock cards. I'm always worried about the stock cards. It's like running out of money. It's too real. Let's do the ace, king, ace. This is better, but we've got 2 pairs, so could use a wild card to clean one off. Let's just see what we've got in the pack here first. A queen. Okay, queen we can get rid of. No. Okay, this is not too bad. Alright, so let's have a 5 wild card for next time and use the mana. Oh, I haven't picked the wild card up. So again, this is another thing where that we should complete the level. So we've got how many stars to go? 12. So that, if my maths is right, is 4 more hands at perfect out of what? 7. Yeah, we can do that. So there's a lot of things that people probably won't notice about this game, and we still agonized over. We spend a lot of time picking all of the levels that we designed and choosing nice backgrounds for them, and then balancing them for the right point in the game. And this one is supposed to look like a wedding ring. Okay, so you've got the band of the ring there and like a big gem on top. Yeah, probably people can't tell that. Some of them are more obvious, like the butterfly, or what is it? The mushroom in the kitchen level. Okay, we've got a 5 and an 8, neither of which are much good. So let's do this. This is all good. Oh yeah, okay. Queen, king, yeah, okay. We've got a little combo here. Let's get the 10 first. Always reveal new cards. So Jack, Queen. Did I mean to do that? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Is this 10 any good? It only lets us clear 9. Oh yeah. This is good. 9, 8, 7. Back to 8 or it ends, or 6 and what? We could try and get rid of this 7 and charge up the T card. So 8-7 T card. One of the 6s. This one's good because look, we can go 6-7-6. So we've got a 3 and a 2 there, and a 4-3-2. If only I could get there. Yeah, I can with this 5. So 5-4-3. I'm guessing down to 2, or the 2 ace. 2 ace. Combo 19. This is how you do it. Could blast this 10 off and see what's underneath. It's a risk, but we need to get to that king really. Let's blast the 10 off. There we go. We've got a king. Though that is sadly the end of the run. Combo 20. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Now we need to focus on clearing the level. I've got no power-ups and they're not likely to charge up this hand. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. This 10 is the best one. It's funny what we do on autopilot sometimes. Some part of the brain, the clicking part, just takes over and it wants to click things. And it clicks faster than the thinking part, at least in my case. It's funny, I sure used to be able to play this game faster and I must have aged out. But that's why we don't have a timer on it. You know, you could make a time challenge, but it would be completely contrary to the chill nature of the game. There we go, 3 stars. We want players to just enjoy it, not be forced to sort of beat things fast. That would be a completely different game. I could make a time-based challenging solitaire game, but the whole thing would have to be like that. And I'd probably change the theme. Obviously it wouldn't be Regency based, it would be something else. Oh, there's a 4, 5. I nearly missed that 4. 7, 8. Good. We've got an 8 here, but it's no use. Nothing is charged. Let's carry on. Queen. Okay. The king will end the run, so I need one of these jacks. Oh, okay. It's Jack City at the moment, so where's the key, do we think? It's got to be... There it is. Oh, well, there's one of them. That's the advantage of that. What was it? Was it the peonies turned things... peonies? They turned up 15% of the cards, so it must have turned this key up. So we can see and sort of plan ahead, and we know we need to get rid of this pile. Given a choice between 2 9s, for example. Oh, in fact, you know, let's use this 9. Unlock something first before whizzing through. 8, and then any of these. Oh, there's the other key. Okay. Let's do the bigger pile. So 9. Joker. Alright, that's not bad. That's quite a good combo. We could blast off a couple of cards to keep the combo going, but I think I'll save it. Oh, Cliff's saying he never leaves the house without multiple wildcards. True. I might save this Joker, but I'm not playing in hard mode, remember, so I'm allowing myself the luxury to just sort of blast a few cards off. Ooh, yeah, got that one. 17 left. This is a shoe-in. He says confidently, for getting destroyed by RNG, as the gamers call it, meaning random number generator, which yes, this game has. Look, I'm actually getting punished by it. 3-4, but then it went in my favour. That's how it works. Yeah, Helen's saying, are you playing on Steam Deck? We've had a surprising amount of people who've been enjoying the game on Steam Deck because, you know, the Steam Deck's got a touch screen. So obviously we've made this with nice big buttons, and you can touch the cards and nice big font so you can read it all. And actually Steam is sending us an OLED Steam Deck now, I presume. I put through a request recently which got approved. So when that arrives, I can just check it on it, and there's a few extra things I want to do, but I need a device to test some code on it, and then we can make it slightly more suitable for Steam Deck. Yeah, so play it on the second screen while not focused on work. Yeah, okay, absolutely fine. But do you get much work done? Helen is saying. Well, keeps the brain engaged, right? Keeps the thoughts going. Let's go with Queen, King. Right, so we've got these 4 keys in locks. I'm going to try and unlock the left side first. It would be a really bad move to unlock a lock on each side because you want to obviously clear one pile more than the other initially. I think, anyway. We need to get rid of this Queen. The Joker would do it. 5. Which do we want? This 4 maybe. This could be a tricky level. Okay, Kiki. Alright, we've got a small run building up there. All these aces though, that's no good. King, ace, brilliant. Still got another run building up, so I'm going to keep going. Someone's confessed to playing Regency Solitaire 2 instead of being their utmost productive. That's okay. I could be working on the game now, but it's the evening and I need to relax. 7, 6, 5. We could do a 6, 7. Go up or down. I think down's best here. 4, 3, 4, and it ends. But we want to go 3. Ooh. Now we've revealed that. See, sometimes you can be too fast. I could have clicked on that too, but actually I want to go. Oh, now it's interesting. We could go 3, 2, ace 2, or 5, 6, 7, and it ends. And those don't reveal any cards. So I'm going to go with 3, 2. Wait, 3, 2 again. Ace. Now we've got the king. We've unlocked another one. We just need one more royal. Where is it? It must be this card or that card. The game actually makes sure, I think, that you've got the right ones. We'll see. Maybe. It might not be. This is like a puzzle level. So let's keep this going. No royals. Okay, I'm going to blast this one off. There we go. There she is. Let's... No, I'm going to save that. I might need that. I knew there'd be a royal somewhere. 5, 6, 7. Okay. Yeah, we were low on jokers. And wild cards. Finally. What do we need? We need something to clear these two. 9, 8. 6, 5. Come on, we can do this. 2 jokers. Okay. Do I use a joker or the blast? Let's do the blast. I mean the Poseidon Trident. Okay. Okay. This is like 2 pyramids, one's upside down. And we've got this row of butterflies to deal with. And nothing to start with. Wow, okay. Okay, now we're talking. So I can bounce between these 2. Let's keep going. Yeah, let's do the jack with the butterfly on just to make progress. What now? 3. Okay, we can get rid of these 2. Oh, I didn't spot that. Save by undo once again. 6, 5, 6, 5. 4, 3, 2. Actually, I just remembered Klitsky earlier was saying they've got 2 more chapters. Yes, for the main game, and when you beat that, it will unlock the collector's edition bonus levels. So there's 66 more hands of cards and a story spanning 11 chapters with not 1 but 2 romances. So there's more to do, but that's kind of chill. It's kind of like you've got all the power-ups. You just kind of play through that. There's no goals. You just have fun and clear some hands of solitaire. And you'll get an achievement for beating that as well as the main game. Okay, so what do we want? This 8's good. This 9 reveals something. It's end of run. Definitely want to make progress into this pile up here. Whoa, that was hasty. Maybe I should turn the king into a wild card. What do we need now? 5, 4, 3, 4. Okay, that king wild card could come in handy, but we don't need it. So we've got 8, 9 for a possible run. Yes, okay. Oh, we don't have a 5. We've got nothing there to blast it off with, so it is a joker time. Nothing is viable. Let's get another card. Okay, 10. What do we want? 9. We could go up to 10, but I'm going to go. All these 8s need clearing, so 8, 7, 8. Yeah, that's okay. I could cheat. Put this one back. Look under there. A 2. There's not really much in it. Keep going. A jack wild card. Not to be confused with a joker. They're not the same thing. 10 jack. Oh yeah, we've got to get rid of the royalty. That's not just a general revolutionary statement. I mean, clear the royals so we open this up. I might even hammer that one off. Why not? Off with his head and everything. Ah, missed a card. Let's go. What do we need? We need something to clear this bunch. And that king. I could use the joker, but I'm going to keep going. I'm confident we will get rid of him soon. There we go. And I picked up a joker. Now I really need to unlock this 9. That would give us a lot more. Yeah, I see in the chat here you like more financial stability from time to time, but more freedom is nice. Yes. I mean, that is why I've been an indie developer since 2005, and Helen joined me 2013 or so. And so we were our own bosses, and you know, we get to set our own schedules within reason. We still have to actually make and ship games to make money. And sometimes after a game's release, we've got some money in and things feel okay. Then gradually, as we reach the end of development, like we did for this game, the money runs very low, and we were really quite running out of money when we released this. But you know, it's come out now on Steam. Itch will come out on the Big Fish Games, Gamehouse, iWin, all those other sites in the coming months, and we'll be able to stack up the coffers again and begin work on the next game. Can't ever quite relax too much because there's always more to be done and more games that we need to keep releasing to sort of keep things going. We haven't had a big hit yet. We've had some pretty good games over the years, but nothing at sort of retirement level, as it were, which a few of my friends have been luckily and or skilled to achieve. But that's not us yet. I think because we keep making cute solitaire games instead of you know, zombie survival simulator games, which, you know, I actually wouldn't mind making because I like zombies, zombie TV shows and zombie games. I play all the Resident Evil games. I play the Dark Souls games. I mean, I love this game. I love games if they're good at the end of the day. I see, yes, 2 further games in the works, solitaire ones. Yes, we've already talked about on our one of them on our Patreon, which is Shadowhand Solitaire. So a while ago we released Shadowhand, which is a sort of RPG combat game based around solitaire. It's the first sort of turn-based solitaire combat game, we thought. And then another one came out called Solitarica, but with a completely different type of gameplay, even though it was turn-based solitaire combat as well. And this one was set in 1770 about a highwaywoman. So that came out a few years ago, but we're going to revisit it and call it Shadowhand Solitaire instead of just plain Shadowhand. And that one isn't going to have the combat in it, and it's got a simplified sort of RPG system. but it will be more like this in the sense that there's a story that plays out and you go all the way through to the end playing the levels, but it's not as complicated or in-depth because there isn't the sort of combat side of things, and we'll sell it for a bit less money than the original game. And it would just be for people that want more of a chill experience, I guess. And we put it on Steam and itch.io, but I'm not sure how well that would do. And then, cool, I need to use some things to get rid of this. I'm going to use the... Hello, warning track. Let's go indeed, first time chat. Pleased to meet you. So yeah, we put Shadowhand Solitaire out on the usual places, but we're not expecting it to do particularly well on Steam or itch.io, but we'll also put it on the casual portals. And that's important because Big Fish Games and so on, they never had the original Shadowhand because we deemed it too kind of not complex for their audience in a way, but it's not kind of what they're looking for with the turn-based combat. So they prefer a kind of straight up solitaire game more like this. And so we'll try it out on there, and it will hopefully put enough money in the bank to pay for the art for Regency Solitaire 3. So that's actually our main next game we're thinking about. And we've done some preliminary work on that. I'm not promising it, by the way, because it all depends on how well this one sells and, you know, what we're doing and so on. But the plan is, if this one sells okay, and I think it will, we go to Scotland for a holiday in maybe April or May, when it's going to be a bit cold, but before the midges show up, and we're going to go on a tour. Wow, I've got hardly any stock cars left. We're going to go on a tour and look at beautiful locations and castles and mountains and all this sort of stuff, and take pictures as art references and really let the vibe sink in. I mean, Helen's a Carmichael, so her family's originally from Scotland, and she lived in Edinburgh for a year or so, and I've only really visited on occasion. So we want to take in the vibe and then come back and make Regency Solitaire 3. But we need to spend quite a lot of money on artwork. We don't use AI, we use humans. So we want to give them good references and direct them, oh, look at this, to make some really beautiful art for us. Do we go Queen, King, Ace, or the 10? Well, the 10 ends it, doesn't it? So Queen, King, Ace reveals 2. Now finally I'm getting somewhere. 2 Ace King, or do we go 3 4? I think I want to do the Ace King. Maybe that was foolish because I could have used one of these wild cards. Maybe a shuffle is up now. But yeah, we plan to head up to Scotland, get some references, make Regency Solitaire 3. We will reuse this engine, but obviously completely new backgrounds, new story, new music, new UI, because this UI won't be appropriate for the theme we're going for. And then with any luck, we will release that quicker than this. This took 2 years, just under, but it was quite a long time. It shouldn't have taken us that long, but it did. Oh, can we use one of these now? Yes. Jack, 10, Jack. Let's do this 10, 9. That's not bad. We don't want to do the 10. We want to go 8, 7, 8. Is that right? Should I have done... Where did that 8 come from? Oh yeah, 9. 9, 10. This is okay. This is okay. King for the Queen. And I think we're done. We can't use the Jack. Combo 22. Right, I should be reading the comments, but I got so engrossed in the combo there. Warning track says, most casual games are too crafty or too casual. I guess do you mean crafty like on mobile, where they're free to play games and they keep asking you to spend more money? You know, they get you hooked in and then they make it too hard and you have to spend more money. We've tried to balance this. I mean, you pay for this once, right? Old school style. And then we want it to be fun, right? But it is balanced to provide a challenge, but not too much that it's painful. And you can just play it chill or hard mode. So, you know, let's see. Yeah, you didn't think 6 stock cards was going to get this done, and then I did a combo of 21. So, wow. So, Beloja, I'm not sure if I'm still not sure if I'm saying that right. Walked from Fort William to Inverness. Amazing. Well, we we flew to Inverness back in 2016, stayed in a hotel there. We didn't see the Loch Ness Monster. And then we hired a car and we drove all the way up around the east coast, saw some sort of historical sites. Then we went to Orkney, and then we looked at some amazing standing stones and crawled in all of these old tombs, including Housemay, the oldest tomb there, which is older than the pyramids, which is pretty cool. Wonderful time. Yeah, it was really good. The sound in this game is exceptional. Yeah, I think the sound effects are good. I made those myself. And the musician did a really good job of the music, ranging from sort of little pianoforte pieces to, you know what, I don't think I am going to clear this, to like pieces like this, you know, nice string atmospheric pieces. Okay, look at this. We've only got a mallet, and nothing else is going to charge up. Oh, you meant Stardew Valley, like crafty. Okay, you meant like crafting things all the time. Helen loves Stardew Valley. She even got a boyfriend in that game, which made her coffee every morning. It made me sort of jealous. Okay. Okay, look at that. Perfect. So we can use the hammer. See, I did it. Have faith. Yeah, this game is not about thinking too difficult. Like, I play tough action games sometimes, I play tough thinky games, and sometimes you want a game that's kind of like just chill. You can just potter along and do okay. But if you do good strategies, you will do better. Goals. I've done all the goals. So I'll just beat this hand and see how we get on. 6, 7. A lot of wriggle locks. 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King. Okay. Well, when I say I made the sound effects, I didn't make that trumpet sound effect. I think I actually purchased that. So it's a mixture of like searching on websites that you can buy sound effects on, which I've done in the past, or what I tend to do for many years now is I go on freesound.org and I download all the sort of Creative Commons 0, which means free, copyright free, you can use them for whatever. I download all the sounds that kind of match my search criteria, and a lot of them aren't very good or aren't quite what I'm looking for, and sometimes, you know, but I listen to them all and I cut bits of them out and I try them in game and I wait until I found sort of the perfect kind of little segment of a sound effect. And then sometimes I add another sound to it, so I mash it up a bit, or I add reverb or cut it short to tweak the volumes. I even go into a program I've got and change the EQ levels, so I might boost the bass or drop the treble out to make it less harsh, that kind of thing. So then when you get them in the game, you have to balance the volumes, so you want everything roughly the same within certain values, so the cards are all kind of not too loud and similar. Okay. But you know, sound design is like anything. If you take care, it enhances the game. If you don't do it right, and people notice then more than they notice if it's wrong more than if it's right. Oh, that was wrong. What are you saying there? We obviously have a backdoor. No, I did not cheat in this. This is honestly a no cheat build. We do have cheats, like Helen said, for testing. Yeah, so the game does sort of ramp up. But by then, you've hopefully learned some skills, some basic skills in how to strategize and use the power-ups. In particular, combination with each other sometimes even. Synergistic, I think they call that. I missed that. Okay, that's fine. Got to get rid of that queen. This could actually be a good time to use a jack. Why not? Okay, we've got a small run building up there. 120 hours on the first game. Wow. Okay, well, thank you very much. You obviously enjoyed. Yeah. Pavlovian response going to most of the sounds. You know what? It's a funny story. This is true. Our cat has a Pavlovian response to me turning the Xbox off, because quite often at night we use the Xbox either to play games on after I've come off the PC, you know, or to watch TV. It's our main media station, so we might watch BBC or Netflix or whatever. Anyway, eventually we turn off the Xbox and it makes the controller vibrates, and then it makes this sort of biddy-boop noise. And when it does that, the cat, she might have been like fast asleep or whatever, she like wakes up and looks around and she knows it's her bedtime. But bedtime also comes with food. So she like jumps up and then jumps down and starts scratching the sofa, which we have to put up with. And then we take her into her room and she gets the food. So yeah, that is exactly what the Pavlovian response is about. Okay, we've got 4, 5, 6. We've got 8 cards left. I think I can do this. That was the voice of confidence. Oh my god. Okay. Are those right? They almost look like they overlap, but they don't. They're okay. I'm going to blast these 2 off and see what's left. Yeah, that was the right move. We don't have anything now, nor with the 8. We've got the Jack there. And boom, a wild card. Yeah, I think you're right that soundtrack feels like one of those areas where indies compete. Yes, if you get a good musician, they can really add a huge amount to a game's vibe and stuff. And we worked with a musician. We didn't just say, "Oh, make some music." You know, we gave him all these examples from movies, and we said about the instruments of the time, and we gave him feedback on things. He's an interesting chap because he keeps trying to sneak synthesizers into our music, and we keep saying, "No, remove the synthesizers." And also with music in games, even though a musician might want to make a huge dynamic range and it sort of swelling up and then dying down, mostly for gameplay, you want sort of gentle music that pootles along in the background that doesn't challenge the player too much, but just sort of encourages you to keep going. So, and that kind of goes against the instincts of musicians, really, because they want to do something else. Right, story. I'll just check the comments here a minute. Yeah, Helen's saying we paid for pro-level sound design. We still use the same musician, but we did get some designers. They're actually really great. Power Up Audio, who made the sounds. They're based in Vancouver, Canada, friends of mine. And they did do a good job. And it was better than we could have done ourselves for that game, Shadowhand, because there were like loads of different weapon sounds. Maybe I could have found or purchased those, but there were also cries of pain from all the different people. And they did some really interesting good ones, and we went through them and picked the ones we liked best and so on. And it was a lot of work, and me finding all those sounds would have taken me forever. But for a smaller scope game, which Regency 2 is, I can do the sounds myself. So yeah. Oh, a new chat. So this is Alfred. Hello, Alfred. Hey, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. There's another streamer currently playing with 137 viewers. Gasp. Well, I could raid them, I guess, but we've only got 10 of us. I wonder who that is. Maybe Helen can research it and find out. I was going to play another chapter. Did you miss your guess, or is there a new track or two? Yeah, okay, so the title screen is new. Yes. The level end music is new, which is only a small thing you might not have noticed. There was a new track for the intro movie, synced specially to the intro movie and the voiceover and all that. So we spent quite a lot of time crafting that with the musician. Now, there's a couple of Easter eggs in this game, which I'm going to reveal, which is in Chapter 9, the study. There's actually a picture of Shadowhand on the wall, okay? And that chapter plays some Shadowhand music. So if you haven't played Shadowhand, that's what music you're hearing on Chapter 9, the study. I think there's 3 pieces there, and they're from the Shadowhand game, which was a different type of game. So they're more like minor pieces than major pieces, and they set a certain vibe and the tension. And honestly, the music for that game was really good, just different from this. And then one later chapter in the hat shop, I think we snuck in another Shadowhand one. So that's what you heard. So very observant. Those were new. Not the church, though. I think the church has got the same music as before, St. Jerome's. It loads quicker. That's funny. I wonder why. I don't think it's much I think it's probably bigger than the first game. It's got bigger art and so on. So maybe you just got a better computer because, you know, the old one was 2015. It's not a very big game. It's like 130 meg, so it's not going to keep you waiting. Right, so Cook has shown up. She said, stop the wedding. Right, and the dearest Cook, I'm afraid you're too late. We're already wed. Oh no, what have you done? You know, type thing. All my savings spent on the stagecoach and bumping along on an old cart for hundreds of miles. Poor Cook. She says she'll make it up to her, but she, you know, she's in love. What could a maid wish for? Give me strength, says the cook. Somebody the other day was voicing her and made her into a French cook, which is pretty interesting, but I've got no chance of doing that accent, so that's not going to happen. She says, life will get terribly complicated. Yes, because a maid can't marry a lord, that's for sure. Is he Lord Henry? Lord Horatio? Helen, you can tell me. We know Lord Henry Worthington, but is Horatio a lord? If he's the brother of Henry, I'm not really sure. Poor Cook doesn't even get a name. Yeah, sorry. Eva's streaming the game at the moment. Maybe we will go and raid her. We will see. Okay. Let's alright, what's done is done. You make a fine couple. Thing is, I don't even know how to do raid. I'm sure it's some kind of fancy button. Alright, so Cook's like gone round. She's okay. She says she could eat some food and a ride home. I'm sure my husband will be able to oblige. Yeah. Let's buy what we can buy in the shop. We need a level area from which to appreciate the entire vista. A patio of limestone slabs would be ideal. That's true because Bella is standing around in the grass and we can't get her dress dirty. So, a level courtyard area is perfect for dancing and conversation. Removes one playable card at the start of each hand. So, boom, we've got a patio. So gradually this beautiful vista is getting turned into Bella's theme park. Oh, Helen is confirming that Horatio is also a lord. Alright, so they're both lords. Alright, fine. What do you think? Should we go and raid a Kiss for Luck? I don't even know how to do it. I've done 2 chapters anyway. Sorry, this was chapter 5. 29 stars in this one. Next is the Museum of Antiquities, which looks rather nice. I might actually just keep going because I'm having fun, so I'm going to do that. Maybe we're... Oh, you type raid, what in the person's name? Don't know, what do you think, Helen? Shall I raid or keep going? I don't even know the name of the channel. Let me do some Googling here. We've watched her plenty of times, so just have a look here. Okay, I found them. They are playing Regency Solitaire now. Alright, we're going to do a raid, so we're going to pop over there. Let's type this out, try this out. So anyway, thanks for watching everyone. I hope you enjoyed Regency Solitaire 2. Maybe I'll come back another evening and you can ask more questions. Let's try out this raid thing. Raid. And see what happens. And then I think I will hit the stop streaming button if that's how it works. Let's go. More Regency Solitaire 2. Press enter. Let's see what happens. Oh. It's intended for mature audiences. Thank you, warning track. See you around. I've raided. What happens? Okay, good, good. Raid now, it says. Let's go.